It's incredible. We're looking forward to a great evening. We have some fun afterwards. So everyone to get up. Actually, there's one thing I forgot. There's one last award that we forgot. And we want to recognize somebody, an organization that's been with the group, CCA, in all its iterations. They've been a top performer for many, many, many years. In 2011, they had a record year. In 2012, they obliterated that record year. Just to give you a sense on the year that this organization had, they had over 6 deals that closed over $100,000 a month. They actually had the 3rd largest deal in CCA's history. That wasn't enough. They had the largest deal in CCA's history, which happened to be the largest deal in CenturyLink's enterprise history, all within the same year. This organization has done so much to grow. And frankly, we threw out a challenge a couple years ago, 2.5 years ago to be exact, to grow the level of revenue. I think a lot of people, a lot of my leadership at one time thought I was probably crazy and thought, no one's ever going to do this. So in 2.5 years, this organization has grown to a level that is astounding. So, they've grown their revenue base by the target that we set 2.5 years ago to grow $2 million a month. And in 2.5 years, this organization has done it. So please, please, please congratulate the organization who is our first $1 million winner. TBI. Geoff, would you like to say a few words? You can't cash it though.
And you can touch it, but that's as close as you're going to get to that money. You know, this check and that Fortune 50 account that Blake referenced is a validation of our industry. You know, if you think about where we came from over 2 decades ago and the struggles we've had and how far we've come, it's pretty amazing. So, you know, I see this as it's a wonderful thing for me personally and TBI, but it's really a validation for all of us. I mean, if TBI can close an enterprise account, then you can. My advice is, you know, go after the big ones. The industry's changed. They're accepting of us being able to close true enterprise level accounts. So there's several things I'd like to say and in thanks. A million new reasons to be thankful just came to mind, but you know, certainly Blake and his forward thinking, you know, it's this gentleman right here, Jim Glacken, is the most impactful person to my business of any other person in the industry. The person most impactful in the last year Scott Whalen. Now, you don't have to pay attention to him. He's all mine, so don't even. You know, who wouldn't agree with me when I say the wittiest man in telecom? You know, Ken Mercer. Another person that's been a big help from an operational standpoint and really helping TBI to grow up is that man on the other end, Jeff Urak. You know, when Legacy Quest was bought by CenturyLink, I felt a little bit of a sense of loss, but I never really got a chance to say thank you to all the men and women that have made the most consistent and powerful channel program in our industry. So would you all join me and say, thank you to the people of Legacy Quest, because they've really made a difference to all of our lives and the entire industry. They have the best channel program. So please join me. Not to leave anyone out, the CenturyLink folks, I think they did an amazing integration. I mean, if you consider that 5 years after the fact, there were still people getting MCI bills. That integration that happened with CenturyLink was a wonderful thing, and the insight that they had to leave a best of class program intact, CenturyLink deserves a round of applause as well. And, I believe personally in giving back. One of the biggest ones that I'm committed to is the National Rifle Association, but consistent with giving back. I heartfelt, a lot of people along the way have helped me become, the leader of this incredible company, and, I feel like this is a physical manifestation of a certain level of success, and we're over 140 employees. So, I think it's more than time for me to give back and my management staff. If there are anyone, there's a lot of new faces here. If there's anyone that wants, to develop a mentoring relationship, if you want us to invest in you, come up, introduce yourself, because, I believe in helping the industry as a whole. So, please, if I can help you, let me know. Thank you very much. Good night.
Thanks, everybody.
Is that Eugenie? Yes.
That's why she wore